Hi, this is George Alger. Welcome to today's segment of Our Ventura TV. Today we're going to be speaking about gut health for seniors, and joining us is Alexia Parks, who is a science-based gut health expert. Welcome, Alexia. And what can you tell us about gut health for seniors?
It's a whole new field, in my opinion, that has been overlooked because most of medicine focuses on young, healthy males in their 20s and 30s. And by the time you get to your senior years, excuse me, by the time you get to your senior years, you're basically on a downhill slide because of poor quality gut health. So the most important message, one of the most important, and I have probably three, for seniors to optimize the aging process for their gut health is to recognize that there are two guts. There's the upper gut, which is where all of the food goes when you digest the food, and it sits there. When John Wayne, the famous cowboy actor, died, and they did an autopsy, they cut him open, and they discovered he had 80 pounds of stuff stuck in his gut. That's the upper gut. And it causes inflammation, causes leaky gut, causes about 100 different autoimmune diseases when you eat an inflammatory meal. So he probably ate a lot of pizza, pasta, on the set, getting all you can eat spaghetti with meatballs and kinds of things like that, ultra processed food. For seniors, it's important to focus on the lower gut. The lower gut is where all the chemistry of the body is produced. So if you eat a lot of protein, it's going to create some very active bad bacteria. But if you eat a lot of nutrient-rich, fiber-based plant food, which includes, we use two groups, vegetables and fruits, it will bloom and blossom and create the positive chemistry, which gives it the name, which gives the lower gut the name, your second brain. And your second brain has what is called in there a special newly discovered organ called the microbiome. And the microbiome is about the size of a hairy tennis ball. It's a green, hairy universe, but it's filled with 50 trillion bacteria. And when you eat a low fiber diet, as most people do, a hamburger and French fries and Coke and so forth, kind of a standard fast food or pizza, whatever, they are starving. And when they are starving, they begin to eat away at the walls of your lower gut. And for seniors, what this can mean, and for others as well, it can mean irritable bowel syndrome. It can mean Crohn's disease. It can mean swollen prostate, which I think King Charles had originally before they discovered a cancer problem. And it can also lead to colorectal cancer because they're starving for food because you're not feeding them what they need to eat, which is nutrient-dense plant-based food. We talk about vegetables. We talk about choose 9 different vegetables to make a dinner salad, add to that 3 different fruits, and then add really good fats, the brie cheese, the high-fat cheese, high-fat sour cream, and maybe even high-fat yogurt. Put them on the salad, and on top, add a small amount of protein about the size of a deck of cards. Whether you're vegan, vegetarian, paleo, keto, you choose what you want and put it on top as a protein. And that is an anti-inflammatory menu, an anti-inflammatory meal planner that can prevent, reduce, or reverse most chronic and diet-related diseases.
Very good. Now, I want to make sure I'm tracking here correctly. So we have the 2 guts, as you were mentioning, and the upper gut is where the food goes. The second gut is the chemistry. So good food produces good chemistry. And does that mean that the food that builds up in your upper gut is a result of poor chemistry, not digesting it? Is that correct?
Yes, what happens in the upper gut is, if you think again about vegetables, And we recommend, and any diet plan that somebody says, I'm going to lose 7 pounds in 7 days, 10 pounds in 10 days, what they're really doing in that diet plan is eating crunchy, hard foods like carrot sticks, celery sticks, broccoli sprouts, cauliflower, cabbage. And when they eat that, it acts like the Fuller brush did. Maybe some of the listeners remember the Fuller brushman, or these stories about movies where the Fuller brushman comes to the door, knocks, and sells you a brush that cleans out your pipes. This cleans out your upper GI. Now, we think the upper GI is only 20 feet because it goes from where your stomach, from what you swallow to your stomach. And that's spurious because if you stretch it out under an electronic microscope, it's as big as a football field. And
Wow.
and it's like the pleated skirt or an accordion, which has folds upon folds. And that's where all of these sticky foods get stuck. And because they get stuck there, they can create inflammation. And it is the inflammation that wears away at the gut lining and creates leaky gut. Well, you lift up the food for the lower gut, and it actually heals and prevents leaky gut. So how cool is that? Also, I will say those crunchy vegetables like the Fuller brush broom actually help you stay free of constipation. They go down like a broom and they clean out the rest of the digestive system, keep you regular.
Okay.
And
So
there's and there are certain rules I can talk about in a minute after you ask the next question.
well, I was going to ask you if just eating vegetables all by itself is a solution, or you really want to make sure you are getting, a fully balanced diet as well.
Yes, the fully balanced diet is, we say, choose 9 vegetables, and these can include salsa. If you think salsa or some of these even salad dressings like balsamic vinaigrette, it has a number of spices and ingredients in there. So if you can get around 12 ingredients and then add a salsa or a salad dressing that has all the other ingredients in it, you can, boost that to a higher level. And so vegetables are the most important. And then I will say the darker the green, the better the chemistry for you for producing GABA, which reduces stress and anxiety. Dark greens produce dopamine for giving you motivation, serotonin, and also butyric acid, which is the #1 prevention for colorectal cancer, according to the Mayo Clinic and the New England Journal of Medicine. But because of that, it's not just vegetables, and it's not just a small amount of fruit like apples or bananas or blueberries, things like that, that have a lot of fiber in them. It is also, it includes 4 things: vegetables, fruits, good fats, and protein. So it creates a complete meal, but the protein is on top. And we always say, eat protein first, because the message I want to leave with seniors is that by age 50, when you start receiving Modern Maturity magazine, and thereafter, 50% of your digestive juices are gone. By age 60, seniors who are in their 60s, only 60% is left. By age 70, only by age 60, 60% is gone, leaving only 40% of digestive juices to digest your protein. And by age 70, it's like 30, and it goes on and on. You keep drying out on the inside as you age. So the most important thing is we put the protein on top of a beautiful dinner salad. This was Walt Disney's favorite. His cook was the grandmother of our cook for one of our programs we have. And he always went in and chose his dinner salad and chose either salmon or chicken or some other protein that went on top. And then the wonderful fats, either salad dressing or sour cream or guacamole, were included in that, and beautiful cheeses that were either included on the top or as a side dish. That is an anti-inflammatory meal, and it will help you prevent or reduce most chronic and diet-related diseases, 100%. You can't miss. And it's in all the journals. This is why I'm an expert in that area, because we talk about it, we write about it, and it's exciting that the industry is beginning to come together on this. The problem is that fast food came in the, about 70 years ago, and everybody loved it. Just open this package, just pour, these heat and eat. And everybody went to McDonald's or the pizza parlors and so on, and they ate the fast food. And that became the modern standard. And that's where you can see the start of all of these inflammatory diseases.
Yeah. All right. Very well said, Alexia. I'm wondering if we can get a website that viewers can go to for more information before we wrap this up.
Yes, First Food Responders, 3 words, all in one.com.
Great. All right. Well, thank you again, Alexia. It was great to chat with you.
Thank you so much.
This is George Alger signing off for this segment of Our Ventura TV. Until we meet again.